Did y'all hear about that man that ended up killing his damn girlfriend? Shit was crazy, bro. Like, I guess they was like in a relationship for a long period of time, and something happened to him. He was in a tragic accident, and he ended up being in a coma for like a while. Hold on, let me get my face wash. Anywho, back to the story. So basically, he was in a horrible accident. The girlfriend wasn't with him when he was in this accident, but when she found out, she immediately went to the hospital, trying to see what all she could do, like what's going on, like is he gonna make it, is he not gonna make it, whatever. Long story short, he ended up being in a coma for a very long time. Y'all, I gotta wash this makeup off my face. He was in a coma for a very long time. And so she would go up there every day. Every day she would go up there, make sure that his hair is washed, make sure that his body was clean. Like, she would do like the sponge baths and everything on him. She would talk to him. She would like affirm to him. She was his ride or die. Like, for real. It's like she was the only one that could understand him. So basically, months later, like when he was like coming to, he like, what happened? Like, why am I here? Why can't I go home? And she was explaining to him, like, babe, you was in an accident. So at first he was kind of hopeful, but then he ended up getting like really like depressed, like super depressed, to where he didn't even want to talk to her. And she didn't understand it. She like, dude, I literally was the only one that was here with you this whole entire time. And so then he was saying how he didn't want her there anymore, and that she needs to just let him be, da 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 da. Basically, he was telling her like, bitch, it ain't nothing that I can do for you, because like, the doctors told him that he was going to be like paralyzed forever. He wasn't going to be able to walk anymore and all of this stuff. But she didn't care, because like she really loved this guy. So she was like, no, baby, this is what I vowed to do. They weren't married. So let's get that straight. They weren't married. They were just dating. Anywho, he became like super telling the doctors and stuff he didn't want to do visitors. So she wasn't allowed to come up there and see him anymore. But she felt like she did invest all this time in him. Like, what? Like, how you gonna push me away? I'm the only one that's here for you. So finally she stopped showing up, and he got pissed at her for not showing up. Are you serious? You the one told me not to come. So she like tried moving on with her life. She then found somebody else. This was like way after the fact though, because now at this point he's like in like a rehab facility. Like, how to get you back up to strength and all this stuff. The prognosis was he wasn't gonna be able to walk and stuff anymore. So she kept getting like strange phone calls, like threatening phone calls from him, talking about she was a slut and how could she, and he thought he loved her, and he thought that she loved him and all this other craziness. So she like, what? Like, you gotta be like, what's wrong with you at this point? So she kept getting like letters, like threatening letters, like saying how he was gonna kill her. I don't know if I can say this on here, but yeah, say that he was gonna off her. And so she like, well, how? You can't even walk. Like, that ain't funny, but it's like, dude, what you really gonna do to me? Dog, let me tell you. She went to like a high school reunion, and she swore she seen him, but everybody else said they didn't see him. But she's like, I know that was him. Like, I know though, this has to be him. So he didn't get in this girl's head, bro. Like she totally freaked out by this. So she had one of her old classmates to walk her to her vehicle and stuff like that. So then she was wondering like how the dude always knew what she was up to. Come to find out, this weird guy, she didn't know, but he was able to walk now. But she didn't know, like she still thought he was like wheelchair bound, all this stuff. But he ended up, I don't know what happened, but the doctors was wrong, clearly. So anywho, she was in her backyard and she seen somebody watching her. So she was like, this can't be. So one day she had got some binoculars, and she was like, when she seen the guy, She was in her backyard, like, looking, and she didn't see him anymore. He disappeared. Tell me why. Tell me why. As she was still looking, like, seeing where he was at, this man was in her backyard, bro. He offed her. He, you know what he did. I don't know if I can say it on here, so I don't want to keep saying the word, but yes, he offed her. And nobody was, like, everybody was, like, in disbelief. But luckily she had, like, secret cameras, like security cameras in her house, not the big old ones that is noticeable. He didn't know nothing about it because, you know, mind you, he was, like, in his rehab facility for all this time. He was in coma for all this time. But he didn't know nothing about her new house. But he found her because he was a stalker in real life. Like, y'all got to be careful how y'all showing up for these people, because some people, they don't really love you. They don't. They just want to, I don't know what his issue was, because honestly she tried to love him and he pushed her away. And then when she finally decided to move on, he couldn't handle it. And he didn't want to see her with anybody else, because he knew at the end of the day how good of a person she was. And he couldn't stand another man to have the stuff that he was, the same treatment that he was once getting. So he decided to, like, end her life. They ain't found this man yet. Ain't no fucking, it's no way. Like, how you didn't find him? Sorry, y'all, I gotta get all this stuff out, because, you know, when you have that makeup on your face, you gotta get all that stuff off, or let's break you out. I ended up falling asleep with my makeup on. I'm like, ugh. I just took a nap, but I hate doing that. Anywho, yeah, that shit was crazy. That was crazy. I hope they find him, though. I ain't even gonna lie. But that's all I have to say, y'all.